Discord. All right, cool. We are ready to get started. So, welcome, guys, to our next community updates. We haven't done one of these in about, I think, 3 weeks now. The last one was on October 11th. So, it's actually been pretty good amount of time since we did our last community update. In the last one, we were obviously talking a lot about the rule changes that we had made with the 5 minimum trading days. So changing from 8 days to 5, adding the 400K account, which has been well received. A lot of people have been purchasing the 400K account. I got to see if someone has passed yet. I don't know if it's been enough time. But obviously the whole reason that we brought forward the 400K account was because that we got rid of the copy trading. So for you guys that are new to the call, basically funded trader is about 5 months old now. Yeah, 5 months old. So we started all the way back in May. So it's been a pretty wild ride so far. We've definitely gotten a lot of updates pushed out, and the community has grown pretty quickly, which obviously is as to be expected with the partners that are currently in place right now. So at this current time, we definitely have pushed forward a lot of the new things that we wanted to do, including the dashboard. Let's go ahead and bring this up. I'm actually on Yusef's account right now. Let's go ahead. As you can see, we'll talk a little bit about this, a little bit about his profit split. Let's just go to his dashboard real quick. So for you guys that are new, obviously we've got the dashboard here, which is great. One of the things that we want to do to help differentiate ourselves is definitely get a new layout of the dashboard. We do have several ones that are kind of marked up that are ready to go. So we're going to look to implement that sooner than later. Just get like a new kind of clean layout on here. It's going to really display most of the same things that it's displaying right now, but definitely just wanted to do like a more updated feel, more modern feel for the dashboard. But obviously this project has been something that has been pretty huge, in integrating. And right now, it's definitely served its purpose and helped us a lot from a client perspective and the business perspective. So the dashboard has been huge, but in the future we are looking to, like I said, just do some minor updates to it, just from a visual standpoint, to kind of make it a little bit more clear. So what's up? What's up, man? What's up? So I see we got a lot of people from Botswana. We got Scott from Tampa, Ray from Jersey City. On my way to my 9 to 5. Yeah, I literally was talking to someone this weekend about this. I haven't worked a 9 to 5 for 2 years now, and I would sooner be homeless and literally freaking grinding my way from the bottom than go back to working a 9 to 5. I cannot even imagine doing that right now. We got people from Africa, Korea, Botswana. We got a question when the leaderboard will be announced. So now that we got pretty much most people in the call, how these webinars normally work is I kind of just rant for a little bit in the beginning, send out some updates, go through some things that I want to just keep you guys updated on. And then we're going to get into Q&A. So there's going to be a giveaway on the end of the call. So we're going to give away two 50K accounts on the call, and then we're going to give away 10 t-shirts. So there's going to be a lot of spots for the giveaway. Obviously, this is one of the bigger giveaways that we're going to do. It's not going to be announced just from being on the call. There are going to be instructions posted inside of the Discord afterwards. And I'll get that posted when we're done with this. So we're going to be giving away. Why'd you give out 50K? Yeah, we're going to be giving away two 50K accounts, guys. And we see someone, why'd you give out 50K accounts like it's water? But yeah, chance to win. So the chance to win is not 1 out of 75, just because this is going to be posted in the public group so that there will be more people able to participate. But there's going to be instructions on how to, enter and all that. Post it afterwards. I hope you guys win. But let's get into it. So we got Jay, following the failure of the demo server, are you going to implement a service view of your key infrastructure so we can independently check if an issue is specific to us or to you? So that's a good question. Personally, I don't know the scope of implementing that type of infrastructure for our business that will then give you a viewpoint of what our infrastructure is. If you did have details on how to actually implement that, Jay, feel free to reach out. But at this current time, we don't have, somewhere on our website that's showing basically you being able to audit what the status of your account is in particular or our overall systems. I think that's something that I'm definitely going to take into consideration as a suggestion. You see a lot of these other service tech websites, they'll have a section on the website where it'll say, green lights or whatever if the servers are all healthy. We could definitely get something like that going in the future, just so during outages, you guys know, what's going on. I tried to keep everyone updated as much as I possibly could have yesterday while everything was going on. It was definitely a pretty crazy day, but at the end of the day, at least from my perspective, I mean, this is what we signed up for. There are going to, especially in the beginning, because of the fact that we're about 5 months old, there's unfortunately going to be some bugs here and there as we're building our key infrastructure. One of the main ways that we can avoid, obviously, what happened yesterday is having a broker that we work with, not our own broker. I want to be very clear about that on all of these calls. We are not a broker. We're not going to have our own broker. This is the communication to all the people. We are going to partner strategically. Don't mind this train going by. We are going to partner strategically with a broker that we will then have more control over, and basically we'll be able to put in place different measures to avoid what went on yesterday. Think of it in the grand scheme of things. We're working with Nash and Purple Trading. Purple Trading, fortunately, did not have any server maintenance and didn't have to do any sort of rollback to a previous date. So if we see someone's, did Yusef lose his account? So we see, on Purple Trading, there was no issue. So if you were on Purple Trading, literally doesn't affect you. You just traded as normal. Literally nothing, nothing mattered. But on Nash, there was obviously a big, issue with most of the accounts where, for those that don't know that are just hopping on, basically they were performing server maintenance. I guess they had an issue with some of the demo servers, so they decided to roll back the history to Wednesday, and it basically deleted all of the trading data from Wednesday to Saturday evening, which is obviously a huge problem. Basically, so this is what happens when we don't have our own broker, and unfortunately Nash Markets is really like a white label of a white label. So they don't have the best controls, at least as good as we had hoped, to prevent something like that happening, because of the fact that their technology provider for the broker is really managing several brokers. And when there's an issue that large, they just kind of implement a update or a rollback on every broker, as opposed to Nash just handling it internally on their own. So to me right now, it's a serious, it's not like a crazy problem, because obviously it's handled and we're continuing to handle any like one-off cases now that we rolled back to the right data. But moving forward, it just continues to highlight the need for our business to have a more strategic partnership with a broker, right? So that is coming. I'll talk about that a little bit. What I want you guys to do is post some questions in here. Can anyone type in there? So if you don't have sound, I guess they can't hear it now. But post some questions, guys, in the chat. What we're going to do for the giveaway is people that post questions in the chat will qualify for 2 spots in the giveaway. And then, so everyone on the webinar is going to qualify for 2 spots in the giveaway. And then people that participate afterwards are going to qualify for 1 spot. So it is going to be made public, but the people on the webinar are going to definitely be prioritized because you guys are taking the time to hop on and to chat with me, which is always, a wonderful time. So let's see in here. Nice incentive. What's up, Jimmy? So yeah, post your questions in here. We'll get into the Q&A, but just to continue to touch on the error that happened yesterday, to give you guys a bit of a timeline. Basically, I guess at 5 a.m. is when they did their update. I was, sleeping comfortably, woke up to about 150 messages across all platforms. And at that point, the first thing that we did obviously was reach out to the dashboard our provider or devs with the dashboard, be like, what's going on? Did you guys mess this up? Blah, blah, blah. They communicated to us that they did not, cause the issue because that was our first thing because everyone was receiving those certificates or the failure emails by accident. And then the next course of action was obviously contacting the broker. At that point is when we realized that they had deleted a bunch of the data, which is not cool. And then pretty much they were able to find a file yesterday. So they backed up all the way up until yesterday at about like 5 p.m. Eastern time, or not yesterday, Saturday. I'm sorry. So mainly the people that were affected, if you were trading crypto over the weekend, you might have lost some of those trades. For some people, this was actually a better thing. I would say for most people, this was actually a blessing in disguise because they were just losing a lot of money on crypto and then they got their accounts rolled back. So for you guys, you're welcome. Obviously, it's not ideal, but you guys definitely benefited from this happening. For the people that were missing out on some profits, we have some tickets that are open currently. Send us a message. If you have screenshots, show us the screenshots. We do have some of the trading data. We can update your balance to whatever it is supposed to be. At the end of the day, we're trying to help you get your account to the correct numbers. And it's not a big deal because for us to adjust the balance for you guys, because obviously this was an error that was unbeknownst to yourself. Like this was definitely an error on the broker's end, which we have to take responsibility for because ultimately we are the ones that chose the broker, right? So the blame has to come down on us at the end of the day, which is fine, which is okay. I think that we were able to kind of put out the fire as best as we could have, right? But the new thing also in the Discord chat, guys, is the ticketing system. So I know I'm getting pretty annoying in there. People will ask a question, I just go create a ticket. The reason behind this, guys, is because if there's a ticket open as opposed to someone just kind of messaging in the chat or DMing me personally, I mean, I get literally 50 DMs, throughout the day, throughout several hours. So for me to get back to the DM and to remember that there is a support issue is just not realistic. So if you create a ticket, I promise you that your issue will be resolved in a much more timely manner and you'll have a better opportunity to, get everything handled and get a more prompt response. Obviously, you could always go through the live chat on the website as well, but if you're already in Discord, you might as well just create a ticket because you're already there. So that's something new that I just implemented in the Discord chat. I got rid of the support channel because people were spamming in there a bunch of stuff and just like going crazy, and it just was so unorganized. Like at the end of the day, the more organized the community is, the quicker things will get done, the easier it is for the support team. Like we've gotten some messages about the support team being like burnt out or something. This because the support team answers the same question 100 times, right? So the more organized we can get with supporting you guys, because at the end of the day, that's one of the key pillars of our business is definitely being customer centric, being customer focused, because we see that as being a huge problem with other prop firms is their customer service, quite frankly, is trash. So we're trying to have the best customer service that we can possibly have. And that being said, we have added some more reps recently as well. I know a lot of you guys applied to actually work for us. Now, if you did apply and you didn't get picked this time, don't be discouraged. You know, maybe update the resume to be more in line with the job description. I think that's a big problem. It's not rocket science, guys, how to get a job. Like, I'm not trying to be a recruiter, but just look at the job description for the resume. And I'm not saying lie about your experience, but literally just think about all the things that you've done in the business world, you know, and try to communicate them in a way where it lines up with the resume. If you guys do that, I promise that you guys will get an interview. It's not literally not rocket science how to get an interview. You just have to look as though you can solve the problem for the business. So if you didn't get an interview, guys, that's my recommendation. Go back, clean up the resume a little bit, maybe even, you know, try to figure out a way to get some certificates in like the CRM system that we're using, or at least just be able to talk to, you know, the system we're using a little bit. That will definitely help. We're not looking for much experience, but like I think one guy came on and he literally was like, I don't never worked a day in my life. You know, I have no experience with the CRM, don't know about prop firms, and you know, I'm unemployed, whatever. I'm like, listen, man, like I wish you the best, but you're just not cut out for the role. Like, come on. So don't be that guy. Definitely, you know, communicate things in a way that that will position you to have success, you know, and to get picked. So let's see. We got a bunch of questions here, guys. Keep posting questions. Again, if you post a question, you're gonna qualify for 2 spots in the giveaway. We're gonna give away 2 50K accounts and 10 t-shirts. And yeah, we're just kind of doing that because October was a wild month when it comes to payouts, when it comes to growth for the business, when it comes to overall just the success of the traders. October was definitely our best month. So we're doing a little giveaway for you guys, for the team. I just want to clarify one thing about the leaderboard for the actual profitable traders, or for the funded traders, I should say. So we can clearly see on here. So this was just updated. This is obviously an error though. We can clearly see on here, guys, that the top person is named King, right? So the top person is named King. If this is a woman, right? If there is a woman at the top of the leaderboard, we will change it to Queen. Okay. I just want to be clear about that. Our business is literally 97% male. You know, everyone, all the traders, 97% male. But if there does become a situation where a woman is on top of the leaderboard, they're going to be changed to Queen. Those are facts. So let us know if there are any women out there that are trading. You know, if you make it to the top, this is not going to say King. You know, obviously it doesn't make sense to say King. And this is a very minor thing, but I think in this day and age, it's good to comment on this. We are going to make those accommodations. I mean, shit. If a queen rules the kingdom, who gives a shit? At the end of the day, that's dope. So you let us know any future queens out there. If you guys are on the call, you know, you got, oh my God, don't even start. Don't even start in the chat. Identify as a queen. Oh my God. But yeah, I mean, that's that's definitely something we could do if you know you're out there, if a woman's out there and ends up crushing it. And I know a few that would do really well. I'm not sure if they're signed up with us yet. But just want to put that out there. So any questions you guys have, again, for the giveaway, post in there. But just to touch on the error that occurred yesterday, again, so obviously in the future, how are we going to prevent this, right? This is something that is a serious threat to the business. I know some people messaged me super upset with what was going on. Don't mind the train. And I just want to say, like, I completely understand. You know, if I was trading and all of a sudden my account reflected negative 1,000, or some people was like negative 300 or something, I would be pretty upset too, because you guys, you know, pay for the challenge. You expect to have excellent service. And that being said, you know, in the future, we always communicate through email that if there is server maintenance for the broker. So that's always going to be communicated through email. So make sure you guys are on the email list. Don't unsubscribe from the list, because of the fact that there will be important updates that do come out from time to time. So definitely don't unsubscribe. But it really just comes down to getting our own broker. We are about, I want to say we're about 40% there, um, to working with, or should I say, not our own broker, but a broker that we are partnered with. We are about 40% there to getting that in place. And that is going to change things dramatically for the business. The spreads can be a little bit better. The commissions can be more favorable. I mean, y'all see this with these other firms. This is what they do, you know, with when they have their own broker. They have a much more favorable conditions than we do. So that's coming soon, before the end of the year, for sure, like 100% before the end of the year. There's 60 days left in the year. So we're hoping to have it done much sooner. My goal would be 30 days from today. So by December 1st, because it's already November, shit, that's crazy. But by December 1st, the goal has to be to have the broker in place. And that's what we're gonna do. Realistically, we're almost there, and we're a few steps away from it being set up. So that's definitely something exciting. One thing I want to touch on, I saw a comment in the chat about the website. So just kind of about the overall layout. You know, people have commented on this before, how it's very you know, gamified. It's very cartoonish, and in a sense, people have communicated to us that it is unprofessional. Now, we set out to make it like cartoonish and to be gamified and almost to be unprofessional. So it's not a surprise to us that we're getting those comments. We definitely wanted it to be very branded, you know, for what we're trying to accomplish, which we are trying to create the biggest kingdom of funded traders. We're trying to create kings and queens. We're trying to stay on brand with the medieval times. So it definitely accomplishes that, but I do agree that it is a bit outdated. It hasn't been designed by a top flight web developer, a front end UI UX developer. So, you know, the website is definitely something that we can improve and would actually make a huge difference, for everyone, for current clients, for future clients, for ourselves. So that is the project that is currently underway right now. We are basically interviewing front end developers, web developers, UI, UX, design experts to get a new website created. I will say it is a huge project that we are going to put a lot of resources into, because we look at some of our competitors' websites and our competitors, or should I say, other firms that are in the space, because I don't really believe we're all in competition. I do believe that everyone should be getting funded accounts with as many firms as possible. Now, I know we don't allow copy trading, and that does kind of, you know, is kind of a bummer when you're trying to work with multiple other firms. But there is ways to still manage the accounts with other firms along with ours as well. But anyway, back to the website. We are going to update this. This is also something I want to accomplish before the end of the year. I think it'll make a huge difference. I think it'll make everyone feel, if we do get a more professional feel, I think it'll make everyone a little bit more comfortable with the site. And that being said, along with the website, this is kind of my last update. Then I'm going to get into the Q&A, because we're already about 35 minutes into this, me ranting. But the last update here is part of us updating the website is we want to get the leaderboard onto the dashboard. So we want to make the leaderboard integrated with the dashboard. We want to offer you guys the ability to do free trials, to create accounts that are synced up with the dashboard when you're going through the leaderboard. So for those that don't know, every single month we have, hold on, almost press the pause share button on y'all. Every single month we have a leaderboard that you can participate in. It's completely free. You create a demo account, 50K or 100K with the broker of your choice. Connect the demo to my FX book and make a public link. Log into our website and submit your FX book link. Step-by-step instructions on how to get involved with this leaderboard are right here. You can just click this. We've got photos here to walk you through exactly how to set everything up. But basically, we want to integrate this with the dashboard. We don't want you guys using FX Book anymore. We want this to be exactly the same like as the challenge. So this is going to be something that's coming along with the website and the funded trader leaderboard as well. We're going to look to, I already discussed this on the last funded trader interview. If you guys haven't seen the interview, make sure you head over to the YouTube. The last two interviews or the last two videos have definitely been two of our best videos on YouTube. So check it out. I go through the one dude, he got paid out, 80K. So we run through his account, Youssef, and an interview with him is actually coming this week. So interview with Youssef is going to be coming on Saturday, and then we're going to post it up. Blake's going to actually post it on his YouTube page. So that's going to be a big interview. And he's a very experienced trader. He's a little bit older. He's in his 40s. He has a lot to communicate to y'all. And I love that when we get someone who, knows how to communicate what they want and, is very social, so he definitely is going to be an interesting person to listen to on the interview podcast. So I look forward to you guys getting to see that. But anyway, two leaderboards, going to be more integrated with the website, going to get the website cleaned up a bunch more. If y'all see anything on the website that we need to change, like in the FAQ or anything like that, shoot us a message on Discord, create a ticket, help us out. Please do. So let's go ahead and get into the questions. As always, I'm going to bring over the good old sticky tab, the sticky note, and we are going to run through all the questions that you guys have. So post a question. If you want to enter the giveaway, 250K accounts, 10 t-shirts are going out. We're putting the Battle of Nash photo on the back of the t-shirts. You guys are going to have it first. So make sure you participate in the giveaway. And let's start off. We've got some good questions here. I'm just going all the way back to the top. We got ARC FX watching Dow Jones sitting at my desk. Wish you the best of luck trading US 30. I haven't actually looked at the charts this week yet, because normally with our trading community, we do a Sunday call. We go over all our charts. I get ready to trade because I do still trade for the week, swing trade, but haven't been able to do that this week because of all the madness going on. So let's start off. We got question number one here. Let's see. Are y'all ready for question number one? This is a very important question here. Oh my God, I hate when this happens. So question number one, when the leaderboard winners will be announced. Let's see if we can get this resolved here. This is from Adam Adils. We've got question number one. Let me go ahead. Post this up. Oh, it's so annoying how it changes the color. Let's go. Make it this. Bear with me, guys. I just want to make this black. All right, here we go. Probably going to have to do this for every fucking question, but is what it is. We're going to deal with it. So when will the leaderboard winners be announced? So the leaderboard winners for October is going to be announced most likely tonight. I'm going to go through and see all the accounts. Obviously, we have here some people who are up a disgusting amount. These people most likely are failed. Don't get discouraged. I say this every month. This is part of the reason why I want to integrate with the dashboard. Don't get discouraged by these people that are that have 330% gain on the account. It's just not realistic that these people are passing. So let's just, put that into context. The last couple winners of the leaderboard have literally been outside of the top 10. That's due to either these people failing or literally not trading enough days. There's been a few people that have won the leaderboard and they just haven't traded enough trading days. So make sure you're following all the rules of the standard challenge so that you guys give yourself the best chance to win the leaderboard. And if you're all the way down here at 20, I think 3 months ago, someone at 25 won the whole thing. So don't get discouraged with the leaderboard, guys. If you're like spot 22 and you follow all the rules, you got a great chance to actually win this. But winners are going to be selected tonight. Those people will be given accounts. So we're giving away accounts like it's motherfucking water out here, like this guy said earlier. But that's for good reason, because all the traders that are funded, they're doing really well. And everything's, we're growing at a good pace. So we want to give back to the community. So let's go to question number 2. We have, how do you trade the earnings results? So I'm not really sure what this question means, Job Guevara. If you want to post in the chat a better explanation for that question, then I'll be more than happy to go ahead and answer that. We've got a bunch of things. When is the funded trader retreat going down? That's a good question. I'm not going to write it on here, but basically what we're planning, because I think this is very important, is we want to offer opportunities to the best traders. So we are going to work with this. They basically create experiences. They're this company called 3%, and they create experiences like weekend experiences, week-long experiences, where, maybe the top trader for the month gets flown out to, it would be probably to South Florida, because that's where I'm at. Get flown out to South Florida. That we do a dinner, we put you up in an Airbnb for the weekend. We do a dinner, we rent you an exotic car, you get a supercar, for one day, you get to drive it around. Obviously, you get to meet myself, because I'll be out here, and whichever else of the partners that decide to come out here. We kind of just chill for the weekend, or you can just, do whatever you want, get a little weekend giveaway. So that's one idea that we do have. There's another one that's a lot bigger. Basically, we want to start doing masterminds with the funded traders. So if you, for the year, say you made over 10K in profit, you would qualify for the mastermind event. You'd basically get an NFT that would have an unlockable. And that unlockable would be a ticket to the mastermind. And then the masterminds, we're thinking of what to do with it, but we would rent out an Airbnb again down here in South Florida, pretty big Airbnb, and we'd either post you up there, like you'd sleep there, or you'd obviously sleep somewhere else and just come through. We'd have kind of a panel of people who would speak, whether that's some of our partners, some other profitable traders, or we can actually get some of the funded traders to speak. That'd be pretty cool. But basically just continue to build this community, because at the end of the day, guys, the community is the biggest it's the biggest part of this business. Like, we're all over the world, and we're all virtual, right? So it's not like any of us are really in person and trading. That's the part that is cool, because we can work from wherever, but at the same time kind of sucks, because you're posted up in your room a lot of the time, and you're not, we want to continue to build camaraderie between our community. I think that's one of the biggest ways that we can have an edge against some of these other trading communities, against some of these other firms. So we want to continue to build that. Obviously, I mentioned Clubhouse in the Discord earlier. Someone was a little hesitant, but I think Clubhouse would be a big win for us to get on there. I do know that one of the partners of Nash would be on there as well, and is interested in participating. So I think we could get some pretty cool people on there to speak. And I mean, we got a lot of cool people inside of our community already. The Discord is strong, has over like 3,000 members in there. We got a bunch of people, funded traders, who obviously want to talk to other funded traders, want to talk to us, and just kind of, get to know everyone a little bit more. So I think Clubhouse is going to be a really cool thing to do. Like for example, yesterday during the day, I could have been on Clubhouse, literally just talking while things were going on, giving you guys live updates. That's what's really crazy. Obviously, we can do that in Discord as well, but Discord is more like a walkie-talkie. There's not as much usability in regards to controlling the chat and controlling who can speak and everything like that. Maybe there is, but in my opinion, I think building a profile on Clubhouse and then meeting other collaborators on Clubhouse will be super positive for us. So that's going to be part of the giveaway. Just to give you a little hint, is going to be to follow us on Clubhouse and get people on there. That's going to be part of the rules actually to enter the giveaway, as it should be. So we'll get into that. But let's move on. I'm out here ranting. We're already 45 minutes into this call, which is pretty crazy. Let me just go ahead and actually check my schedule and make sure that I'm free, because it sounds like we're going to be going on for a little while here. Let's see. Let's go on to the next question here. Let's go up. Talked about own TFT MT4. When's it coming? So yeah, I mean, I mentioned this a little bit more before, but the broker, when is our own MT4 coming, or when are we going to have? It's going to be called Kingdom Capital, the broker that we're going to be working with. This is a broker that is specifically made up for our business. We are going to be, how it works, guys, is we are an evaluation entity. We are evaluating traders, and then obviously we have traders trading with accounts, demo accounts that we are giving out. All of the data that is then acquired from the funded traders is licensed out to a third party, a broker, and the broker is then choosing what to do with the data. I saw a question in here earlier. I just want to give y'all a hint. Every prop firm is, and I can't 100% confirm this, so if another firm is listening, don't hold me entirely to my word. But from what I understand, every prop firm's broker is a market maker. They have a dealing desk. Basically, they take in the flow of all of the traders, and then they just decide how to maximize the profit of the flow. So people ask all the time, am I being traded against? Am I being traded with? I will say this, there is a desk that is evaluating all of the traders as a whole, and then their decisions, the trades that are being taken, is based on all of the flow. This all comes down to what the broker wants to do with our data. So that is what we are doing. We're licensing our data to brokers, and the brokers are choosing how and when, or how and why they're trying to make money with the data. Let's see. All right, so we have this question. You can use Purple Trading on evaluation, but only Nash is available for funded. That is correct. The reason behind that is because currently our master account is on Nash. So our account that is copying all the trades to is on Nash. Purple Trading, we were not able to get an account with them because we are located, because we were where we are located. So we couldn't get a master account to be created with Nash. Why do you avoid copy trading? So the reason we avoid copy trading, we don't hate copy trading. The only thing that becomes an issue with it is basically people doing account management. So they're managing accounts for other people. Remember, the limit of the amount of accounts you can handle is up to 600K, and then you can scale that 600K to 1.4 million. If we have one person managing 20 accounts, it's a serious risk for the business, especially if they're using the same strategy. So we've identified that as a serious risk right now. Therefore, no trade copiers are allowed. And mainly also the EA rule. So we're not allowing EAs at this time either. I mean, honestly, EAs for the most part are not good, right? They are not good. So it probably would be beneficial for us to allow EAs in the grand scheme of things. You know, if we're talking about people failing the challenge. I mean, people fail challenges based on EAs, but it just kind of is the same thing is people are buying these EAs from different companies, and then we've got like 100 people using the same EA, or 100 people. It's mainly the copy trading. People are using the copy trading softwares that use EAs to copy the trades. And that's mainly why we had to get rid of the EAs slash copy trading. That's not to be said in the future. You know, maybe the EA is something that we bring back for people to use. But I think for the sake of diversifying ourselves, especially early on, we do not want like a literally 100 traders trading the same strategy. Our investors don't want that. It increases the risks for the business. So we are not allowing the EAs at this point. I think once we do get the new broker, we're probably going to revisit the EA rule, and it could become something that is lifted. So I just want to keep you guys kind of updated about that, give you my 2 cents on what's going on with that. So let's go to the next question here. For you guys that are just joining, make sure you put question in the chat, get involved, be part of the giveaway, win big money, funded trader. You guys know the deal. So let's see, when will TradingView be implemented? So TradingView has kind of been on the back burner for now, just because we had some other projects that we were dealing with. But I will say the new website, TradingView, will be rolled out with the new website. So you guys will be able to do the charting on the Funded Trader website. We currently did integrate it, but basically we had to use our developer for something else for the time being. And long story short, we just couldn't leverage him to bring in the data that we needed for the page with TradingView currently. So that is going to be something that will be implemented with the new website, and we are definitely excited about that. This is a very popular question. Let's go ahead and just put this out here. Why does it take so long to get funded accounts? So we only send funded accounts out on Sundays. The reason behind this is the way that we are currently copy trading the accounts. That is the best way to kind of onboard the clients without it becoming like a crazy mess. So we are only putting out the funded accounts on Sundays. It takes so long to get the funded account because as a US entity for the evaluation firm, we have to make sure that our documentation is looked over by our attorneys every step of the way. And we don't have a robust KYC verification process right now. Like, we're just having everyone send us their license and proof of billing, proof of address. So those documents all have to be notarized. They all have to be not notarized, but certified by our attorney. We send them to the attorney once per week. The attorney reviews everything and then gets back to us. So that's pretty much what our process is. It's pretty self-explanatory. And I would say any business that is actually copy trading, at least that it's within their first year or 2 years of operations, it would not make sense for them to give you the funded account within literally an hour of you passing. That means they're not copy trading you. That means they don't care about the legalities of their business. And yeah, they're just kind of running a sketchy shop. So we're trying to be as compliant as possible. We're trying to be in line with the compliance departments in place in our, under our jurisdiction where we're located. And that is something that we are very serious about. And although everyone has complained, as you guys have seen, we haven't changed that or, whatever, because it's very important for us as a business to operate legally, right? So you see some of these other businesses, in particular, the one that shut down abruptly, with the challenges, that is all because, and this is just my opinion, I just want to be very clear, My opinion is that's all because they were not doing things legally the right way, and they got into some trouble. And then they had to, shut some things down and clear some things up. So we're not trying to get into that position. And unfortunately, there will be some negative feedback for the wait times. But at the end of the day, if you get a 400K account, make 10%, make 40K from paying 1,200 bucks, I think all is good. So all's fair in love and war, as they say. So I think it's something that definitely in the future we'd like to improve once we have a more robust KYC process. But for now, it is what it is, as they say. So we have a suggestion here. Instead of giveaways, can we have a trading competition and the winner gets the giveaway? So I don't know if you're not aware, but we already have a trading competition. That's literally the leaderboard. The whole point of the leaderboard, it's a competition. So if you don't know about the leaderboard, come over to the website, come to leaderboard, read about it a little bit, go back, look at the Hall of Fame, look at these previous winners here. We already got 4 months of people who've won funded or not funded accounts, but challenges, free challenges. So definitely participate in this. It will be open for enrollment once we announce the winner for October. So I'm going to pick the winner tonight, the 3 winners, and then it will be time for November leaderboard. You'll be able to register until November 8th, as always. So definitely looking forward to another month. We'll see where that takes us. Let's go on to the next question. Any possibility of getting MT5 earlier? As soon as we get the new broker set up, then MT5 will definitely be the next kind of thing on our agenda. Definitely is going to be a little bit of a timeline, but I'd say in 2022, you will see MT5 integrated. There is no reason why it can't be, so it's coming. Let's see this. Next question. TFT should consider Global Prime. So Hendy, just to answer your question, we cannot use Global Prime. They are not interested in working with prop firms anymore under our jurisdiction. So they will not give us the access that we need in order to send out accounts and to monitor them. So Global Prime is simply not an option. Is there any possibility to fix the crypto spread? So if you have any issues with spread, what I would do is contact myself, and then I can forward it to the broker, create a ticket about it. I will say this, the broker deals with a lot of these complaints all the time. And quite frankly, I mean, if you're going to make money, you're going to make money. I know some people need the low spreads because of scalping and whatever. But at the end of the day, guys, if you're a profitable trader, you're going to adjust to the conditions and you're going to make money. So don't have every excuse in the world. If they're that bad, send screenshots, raise a ticket, be professional in your approach to try to get this resolved. And we'll be sure to try to handle it accordingly. We have a question about Fibonacci. We're not going to answer that. These questions should be related to the funded trader. So Nirmad, maybe ask in the group chat or another trading community how to use Fibonacci. Did the error cause drawdown emails to be sent out? Yes. Jonius, not sure how to say your name, doing the best I can. But this did cause an error to go out for drawdown emails. If you were one of the people that was affected by this, I would reach out to us so that we can make sure that your issue is resolved. So make sure to go into Discord or the live chat on the website and create a ticket, and you guys should get that resolved and should be good to go. I will say right now, we only have about 5 tickets that are open. I think last night we had about 75 tickets that were open. So right now we only have 5. So definitely have made some progress. We've got Andy raising his hand over here. Not sure what you want, Andy, but feel free to write in the chat and then we'll get to you. When will you start biweekly payouts? So biweekly payouts is definitely coming before the end of the year. We hired some customer support staff last month, and they're now trained on how to do the payouts. So we are going to be more comfortable with rolling out biweekly payouts. So that is going to be coming sooner, along with your payout date being connected to the dashboard. I know some people wanted that to be done, so you know the exact day that you're eligible for payouts. Could we add DXY as an instrument for the new broker setup that you're working on? I think that's a good suggestion. I certainly always look at DXY when I'm trading. So I think adding DXY would actually be a great suggestion. Let's see. If a challenge is failed, does the funded trader company offer any type of discount? Yes, there is a discount for failed challenges. Make sure to check your email after you fail, and then you will be sent the coupon code for it. Someone said, why aren't EAs allowed on the 400K account? So EAs are not allowed on any of the accounts. Go back earlier in this update, and I went through why that is the case. Do you plan increasing the scaling plan? At this time, we don't plan increasing the scaling plan, but at the same time, if we identify a trader who is just literally a beast, if they truly have an edge and they've shown over the course of the scaling plan takes place over 3 months, the first level at least, if over the course of a whole year, this person ends up scaling up to literally the max. The whole point of this prop business for you guys is to find diamonds in the rough, to find those few traders that are seriously have an edge, that have the psychological makeup to withstand the changes in the market over the long term. And those traders will be contacted by us. They will be reached out to, and there's going to be opportunity beyond funded trader for these people. There will be very few, but the whole point is to build businesses around these people because they're literally money machines. So there is going to be a lot of opportunity for people if you get to the point where you are one of those quote unquote diamonds in the rough. So the scaling plan is not going to be increasing, but there will be opportunities that are going to come even outside of funded trader for those people that are identified. And that's also the point of Clubhouse. Is it's a way for us to meet our funded traders, get to know people a little bit more. And the goal would be for us to continue to do business. I mean, these people that are funded are all making some good money now with the accounts, with these payouts. So if there's investment opportunities, if there's other business opportunities, we want to, build each other up, and we want to create an environment where we can all, profit from opportunities that each other really has for each other. So that's just one of my ideas with the Clubhouse. Let's see. Next question. After completing both stages of the challenge, 1 and 2, notice the payout example date. Is that when we obtain the account after the challenge? So not sure what you mean by the payout example date, but I will say the average wait time right now has been 9 days to get the fully funded account. And that's after you sign your trader's agreement. And this all depends on the volume that's coming in. So again, this all depends on when you sign the agreement and get all of your ID, and obviously send the right ID and like the right documentation and stuff like that. Let's go on to the next question. We have Edgar Allen Angeles. Let's see what he has to say. Once you already have a partner broker, can the older traders transfer to that broker, given that they're already given Nash or Purple? All of the traders will be transferred to the new broker once it's available. Obviously, if you're in the middle of a challenge, you won't get transferred in the middle of the challenge, but you will get transferred when you pass phase 1 and you go to phase 2, and then all the funded people will just issue out new accounts so that you guys are on the new server and everything like that. What separates TFT from all other firms? I would say that from a standpoint of just the programs that we offer, the 12% drawdown, the 6% daily drawdown, the pricing, the profit split. Obviously, we introduced in October after 3 months. If you're eligible for the scaling plan, you can up your profit split to 90%. The dashboard that we have, which is for the most part pretty reliable. And then obviously the community that we're building, the community, in my opinion, since we do have all these other features and things that help us stand out, I think the community is going to be the biggest thing for us. And that's, in my opinion, will make us stand out against all the competitors, is really building this environment where traders are making a shitload of money. They're sharing their ideas. They know us, we're transparent and forming relationships with all of them. Ultimately, I think that's what's going to build the most amount of trust and really want people to desire to be funded traders, with our firm, as opposed to maybe another firm is around. They have no sense of community. You just feel like you're out here on your own, trading in your room, and you every now and then you get hit up for an interview, and that's it. Like that's not my opinion. That's not cool. Like that's not fun. I think we need to continue to build, together and get to know each other. And I mean, look where the world's heading. I don't want to get into it too much on this call, but like the fucking metaverse, like literally, whole point of the metaverse is to continue to build these interactions between people that are all over the world, and I'm not going to say what my opinion is on it, but kind of the whole purpose of it, build a community, create connections, everything like that. We definitely want to continue to do that with the funded trader, and it's going to help us stand out for sure. Give some tips for beginner, any useful materials, channels, or resources. Obviously, Blake and myself, Forex League, offer trading courses. If you guys want to learn the basics of technical analysis, basic strategies like Wyckoff, swing trading, intraday trading, we offer these through our courses. But other than that, if you're a beginner, I mean, don't go crazy spending a ton of money on courses and all this stuff. There's a lot of free resources out there on YouTube. Firstly, go through baby pips. Then once you kind of get the runarounds, try to join a community. I mean, joining a community is the best way to hold yourself accountable, but also to be connected to other people who are having some success, which I think is very important, to keep yourself motivated and to just have hope that you can kind of turn it around. Things can change very quickly for you guys. If we look at Yusef's account, this is crazy. He failed, I think, up to 20,000 in challenges, and he got an $80,000 payout. So he spent $20,000 on getting challenges, and then finally got an $80,000 payout. But think about like the trials and tribulations to get to that payout. So if you're a beginner, like you got to just realize, my whole point of this is you're going to fail so many times. You're going to fail so many times. But the point is, eventually you're going to get 1 or 2 or 3 big wins if you really stick with what you're doing. That's going to make all those times where you felt like shit, when you were losing money, when you were failing, it's going to erase all of that. It's going to make up for it. So you just got to realize trading, entrepreneurship, what it is, owning a business. It's a lot of failure. It's a lot of things going wrong. It's a lot of battles, within yourself, and ultimately you gotta know how to own that, hold yourself accountable, and the name of the game is keep going, guys. You got to keep fucking going. There's 60 days left in the year. Don't be one of those guys that starts January 2022, prototypical. This is my year. I mean, fuck. This is, we're in 2021 right now. Just make these last 2 months your months. You know what I mean? No need to wait for the new year. So if you're a beginner, just a lot of psychology, a lot of talk like that when it comes to the mentality. Work on the mentality, work on your attitude, and obviously try to find some resources that actually tell you like the right thing, like coach you on the right way to understand these concepts and how to trade and everything like that. Let's go. Let's see here. Couple more questions. We're already about an hour and 10 minutes in. Thank you guys all for sticking on. We got 70 people strong on the webinar right now. Let's go ahead. When will $1 million account launch? That's a good question. The $1 million account, we're hesitant to put out right now just because of what the price tag would be for that. It's interesting. People definitely want it, but I think at this moment we're not gonna do the $1 million account. But I will say this: when the broker does come, that will be something that will be revisited and potentially will be implemented. So let's go to another question here. Ticket system is decent, like it. Yeah, I think the ticket system in theory makes a lot of sense. Instead of DMing me or DMing another support rep, it's just way more organized to have the tickets. We've got a little prayer here from Jay. Thanks for your kind words. Will we consider reducing the target? So this is a good question. We've gotten this question before. we're not going to reduce the target unless we change the daily drawdown. So if you guys wanted the daily drawdown to come to 5 and 10, then the target could be lowered to 8. That's really how it goes. The drawdown is currently 6 and 12, which I think gives us a serious advantage against the competition. So if you did want to change that, then that's when we would consider lowering the target, but otherwise we wouldn't do that. Absolutely dig the website theme, has Castle Crasher vibes, RPG elements. Yeah, fuck yeah. That's the whole point of this thing, trying to gamify and make this just kind of fun. Some people look at it as being unprofessional, but I think that, it actually adds an element to our business here. So let's keep going. When will the next discount be? Stay tuned for the discount. We're doing a giveaway. So the giveaway is going to run until Wednesday. And then you guys will be able to, whoever wins the accounts. And then, we'll discuss what's going to be coming next. Let's see here. Would love to see a Forex broker for sure. Oh, man, that's funny. Let's see here. So I'm going to get through last few questions and then we're going to hop off. I think we covered enough. We covered a lot of questions here. So let's just get through. Let's get a couple of questions here. I appreciate everyone in the chat that's actually answering questions. Can we use our own EA? EAs are not allowed, even if it's your own EA. If you obviously purchased an account before the EA switch, then that is fine. You guys will still be able to use it. Can you do NFT giveaways? We are going to be doing NFT giveaways. That is coming soon. All right, let's see. Angelo, I have another question. So we're going to do 2 more questions after this. I have another question. If you're a lifetime member and you pass your 8% and you also win on the leaderboard, would you get 2 accounts, 1 for each? That is correct. If you do win the leaderboard and you pass the Forex League challenge, then you do get you would get 2 accounts. This is probably the most important question that has been asked on the call. Angelo, do you have kids? No, I don't have kids. At least I hope not. But yeah, as of now, I don't have any kids. I'm 26 years old for those guys out there that don't know. And yeah, definitely still a bachelor. Let's see. I got booted from the Zoom. Signal lovely. Damn. Sorry to hear that, man. All right. I think that's it. Let's see. Hi, Angelo. Just want to let you know I'll be ready to do our meeting this week. The improvements are going to be great. The community will love it. Hell yeah. Yeah, we're ready to go on whatever meetings that you guys want to do. Be sure to reach out to us, throwing shade. I ain't throwing shade, man. I'm just speaking facts. Sometimes you gotta just tell the truth out here. Some people aren't gonna like it. Let's see. All right. Let's see. Is it possible to get a payout in 2 pieces, 2 different providers, say 50% BTC, 50% Wise? Yeah, this is definitely possible. I would just get with the support team, and they can help you address this and get this handled for you. But definitely possible to do this. All right, guys, we're gonna end the call. We're on 69 participants. I think this is the perfect time to end the call. I thank you for all hopping on. Again, I apologize for all of the issues that were going on yesterday. And I will say this, we're not going to put around and, say that, oh, whatever, blah, 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 everything's fixed, blah, blah, blah. The issues are what they are. If you have trouble with your account, hit us up, create a ticket, and we will get that resolved as soon as possible. And that's pretty much it. As always, thank you guys so much for all the support. We're going to do the giveaway. I'm going to post the instructions after this inside of the Discord. And all I got to say is big things coming for the Funded Trader. And it's because of all of you. We appreciate all the support. And yeah, so we'll talk to you guys soon. This has been another community update, and I am signing off. So peace out, everybody.